regarding that question, I think that we should address, and I'm really strict about that, particularly in countries like ours that have a very structured approach to healthcare with health authorities at different levels. I really need that these movements and the health tech sector should answer to specific questions, and the government should be able to involve these startups by doing. And you're at Beta are highly used to that. So to ask what the government needs, and startups can really they can align what they're doing with what the government needs. So like a process of e-procurement that is public and that addresses real needs, because we're seeing that in Portugal, for example. We have the government working day after day, night
Yep.
after night on solutions, and then we see a simple app gathering users and trying to like divert traffic to their own app, while the app that the government has made that really has impact is being left beside. So I really think that government should be more open and to state what's being developed, of course, and but also to address specific needs that the government won't be able to tackle in this short period of time that we're working for COVID. And I think that is where health tech companies can really be helpful. They can address the governments and ask, so this is what we're doing. We think we can help with this. Even before they start developing solutions, even before they release their apps, I think a connection with the government is highly important, and it can happen very, very easily, for example, in Portugal and other countries in the EU.
Yeah.
Can I just add
Yeah,
something
of
to that?
course.
Because I think it's very interesting, because I mean, it is always something building health technology. You would actually like there is a demand from authorities and from the institutions, and sometimes you invent things yourself and then you have to validate that afterwards because you think it's an obvious problem. But I mean, for me, it's also a clear vision that they need competences, because then they start developing things and they have no idea that there are 5 startups already working on these things, and they just are a little bit ignorant to whatever there is because somebody in the hospital is thinking we need this, and then they try to figure it out. So there also need to be much more collaboration, and I hope this opens up to these, because working with hospitals, they don't invite you inside. I have to invite myself every time that I want to go there. They don't say, oh, nice, we need you guys here, right? And I think they also need to be more open towards these things. And we can see other industries have been taught that, they have been used to it, so that is much easier. But here we have an industry that is not necessarily very talented, or whatever you should say, in actually working with new technology. And so I really think there also needs to be some resources there that can actually understand what is happening and what is it actually we're trying to do. Because I really think that we should not invent what they need. They should ask us, and I can fairly quickly build it. I mean, I can do a prototype in some way with some data and some stitching and hacking and things in 2 weeks. I mean, I can, and then we can test it and see if it has, you know, can we refine it in some way. But they never reach out to us.